Hi everyone, this is Stephanie Jensen here with the Age of Metal. We're here tonight at the Deland Festival with From the Embrace. So how are you guys doing?
It's only noon.
Yeah. We're doing good.
We're doing good?
Yeah,
good for being noon o'clock.
For being noon
Did
o'clock.
I just say noon o'clock?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, don't leave that in the shot. That's funny. Okay, so how are you guys doing for it being noon?
Sweating.
Yeah.
Sweating?
That's why we're in this van, because
Yeah.
it's really hot out and the AC is blasting right now. It's great.
It is. What time did you guys have to wake up this morning and come out here?
5:15.
5:30 in the morning.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's the time I woke up, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we didn't go to bed till about 2:30. So
Yeah, sounds like me.
Yeah.
Right.
It was fun.
Fun. So what are your expectations of the Deland Festival?
Let's go rain.
let's go rain.
We hope it's going to rain.
Hopefully it doesn't rain. It looks pretty good outside right now. Nice overcast kind of thing, but
Could be fun.
yeah. Hopefully we sold some shirts and stuff already, so hopefully it works out. Hopefully the crowd comes at some point in time.
And we played it last year, the winter one, and it was really cold to the point where we're all like we're on the tour package with Silent Mara, and we're all like in our hoodies and jackets and stuff up there, and picks flying out of our hands because it was cold. But in comparison, this is pretty cush. So.
Nice. So do you guys prefer playing in the hot or in the cold?
I prefer playing in the in-between.
Room temp?
Yeah,
Would be nice.
those are the good options.
So you prefer playing inside of a venue?
Yes.
Absolutely, unless we're talking like Wacken or some crazy super cool festivals out in like Europe.
Yep.
That would be great.
And don't get me wrong, this is a cool festival. I love Camden and love you. But
Hi, Camden.
Shout out.
Yeah. But yeah, I like this better than last year, just because it was so unearthly cold.
Yeah.
Sweet. And I want to ask you recently about your merging with Wire Throne.
Take it away, Trey.
Yeah. Well, we were just we're having some problems with you know, getting things off the ground and just, you know, lineup issues and things like that. And we kind of limped along for a little while, and then we lost two of the main guys that had been doing it with us for a while, and we had a tour coming up, so I just asked Nick and Tony from the Embrace to kind of fill in, and we just ended up having a blast. And we're like, you know, let's make this official. Let's do it permanent. So we opted to go with the From the Embrace name just because of the some of the press that they have in the past and the endorsements and things like that, and kept the Wire Throne album. So all the music we actually played. So they had like 2 weeks to learn everything, and
It was pretty awful. We had like 2 weeks to learn all the music, and we never actually had time to get together as a band and practice. So that first show, that run was the first show, and it actually went okay, and I didn't mess up too bad. Tony messed up more than me.
yeah,
for the record.
he did.
I was so proud of myself.
But I mean, honestly, for the amount of time they had, these guys did awesome, and really glad that
Thanks, Trey.
we're together now.
How adorable.
It's really
Really
nuts
is.
how fast and just perfectly we meshed together and clicked right away. And
Things have taken off
Augusta,
since
Georgia
then. Yeah.
was incredible, because I got to tell you, I walk out of the venue and everything is already loaded into the trailer, and it was nuts. That doesn't happen in From the Embrace. And it does now. So it's awesome.
And we made money, which didn't happen in Wire Throne. and now it's happening with From the Embrace.
We're the full package now. It's great. It's
Nice. So you mentioned the show you played in Georgia. I actually want you to talk about the tour that you were just on recently.
good. Well, it's funny because Wire Throne had dates lined up like a couple days, and then as soon as that was over, we had dates, From the Embrace had dates lined up after that. So we basically did
Slapped
a
them
whole
together.
week, just slapped them together, and it worked out. But we did I put up together a metal fest up in Augusta, Georgia, and it was originally a benefit show for From the Embrace's new record, and it turned out to be absolutely incredible. And kids came out, we made money, and sold a lot of merch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused with what that guy's got going on out there.
Yeah.
Can we turn that? Can we show that in this interview? Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. He's like dragging along fences and shit, like goddamn landscaper.
Yeah, that's.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah,
We like to people watch. Like when we're on the road, we sleep in Walmart parking lots a lot, and
Flying J's,
and you can just sit and watch the dumb shit people do and what they wear. Like we're scumbags. Don't get me wrong. Look at us, but
I mean, speak for yourself. But
You guys should make a documentary of all the people you see on tour.
nobody would want to watch it.
I would watch it.
I would love to do that. We actually,
should.
on the indie run, I think we're gonna try and get a camera and do some stuff.
Do it.
And start recording like a lot of shit.
Do it.
And,
There were so many opportunities on the last tour where somebody would call up from the front, "Where's the camera?" Because they're like, we were, moshing in the back or throwing firecrackers out the window and stuff. This guy, we stop on the side of the road because he's got to go to the bathroom. So we just pull over. This is like 2 in the morning, and pull over on the side of was it I-4 or 75, and he's just sitting back there.
I had to
doing his business, and Tony and Zimmer, our photographer, just light these firecrackers and throw them out the door and lock it.
Like whole rolls of black cats. Just I see it coming through the air, and I'm like, great. So,
Oh man,
fucking bunch of real pranksters here.
So like I said, we had a lot of fun, and
Nice.
he's right. I didn't have fun in a band before this,
Yeah.
just because it's a lot of work. But now we all kind of like equally carry the weight, and we're able to let loose and have a little fun
Nice.
with everything.
So talk about Indianapolis Metal Fest a little bit.
Indy, September 21st. We got on it, and it's like 43 bands. It's in a I want to say a complex. It's called Old National Center, but there's a bunch of different stages and rooms and whatnot, and there's like 43 bands. Incantation, Byzantine, Chimera is headlining, The Browning,
This is the Apocalypse.
This is the Apocalypse. Just tons and tons of bands, and hopefully a lot of people come out that are supposed to show up. Like the projected amount as of right now is like 1,100 people.
Nice.
Hopefully it turns out to be a lot more, and hopefully we sell a lot of merch and get our name out there and
Yeah.
make some money and put it towards the album and tour next year. So
Well, yeah. So what would you guys say the importance of touring is and really traveling outside your hometown?
I would say that if you're not traveling outside of your hometown, you don't really want to be a band. Because I mean, if we're being real talk,
yeah.
Because your fans, they're at home most of the time. Your friends, they're kind of morally obligated to come see you, or not in our case. They're just like, oh yeah, Deland, $20, nah.
Yeah.
Not gonna drive from Tampa, but for the most part, I mean, how are kids gonna see you if you're not going out there? I mean, yeah, the internet can do a lot for you and it can help out, but if you're not going, putting a name and a face and a personality to your band, that's half of what you're selling. Is not just your music, but the personality behind it.
Right.
So if they don't get to meet you, then it's kind of pointless.
Of course.
It's true.
So, did you
Well,
need...
also you're playing your hometown all the time. I like to call them hometown heroes. You're playing from the same people all the time in the same place. It doesn't help you at all. So I mean, you just have to bite the bullet and go. But yeah, you just have to get out there. Like the more you go out, like we go out, we go to malls and stuff, we kill time, we talk to kids. Like obviously you go into Hot Topics, that's where all these kids hang out and buy expensive fucking t-shirts. Lower that shit.
Hot Topic and FYE.
Jesus.
How much are your shirts?
Our shirts are like anywhere from 10 to 12 bucks,
Yeah.
I mean, we know how much that shit costs. They don't need to be $25. But yeah, we just go out there and spread the word, and it's really cool when you see kids wearing your t-shirt. That's awesome. Look at this shit. Dope. You see kids wearing your shirt at shows, or like kids that you meet in the mall that day and they actually come out to the show that you tell them about that night. And for the most part, people respect out-of-town bands more because you're making that effort and you're actually doing it. So
well, you get it's quantity and demand.
Right.
Because I mean, if you're always playing the same places all the time, then people take you for granted, which is
Right.
which is understandable. Because I mean, if you're giving them the same thing and you're creating no demand for yourself, then kids continue to pay, you know, anywhere from $8 to $20 to come see you every other weekend.
So I remember I was talking to you, Nick, and then you were saying that you have a lot of experience working in the music industry beyond playing in a band. So would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, I was actually, when I first got out of high school, I was in a band and playing out, and then I joined a bigger band in the area, and we played with a band called The Absence a lot. And when they were going on tour back in 2007, they asked me to go with them to do merch. And I said, fuck it, hell yeah, let's go, let's do it. And originally I was supposed to go for 2 weeks and fly home from like Seattle before they got into Canada. And are you cold?
No.
You freaking out over here? You twitching?
I'm fine. I mean, I'm a little cold. The air vents are like right there, but it's fine. I'd much rather be in here than out there.
But I actually I was learning a lot, and I was making money, actually, like selling merch, because I don't know what it is, but I'm a pretty damn good salesman. And
you are. I will give you
I was just making money. I was learning a lot, because that tour was actually the Metal Blade 25th anniversary tour with like Cannibal Corpse, Black Dahlia Murder, The Red Chord, Goat Whore, and The Absence. And just listening to everyone like talk, like seeing how things actually work, it was just mind-boggling. And I was just like, wow, I can't leave. And just before we got to Seattle, the guys told me, like, listen, you need to stay. Like, you're doing a hell of a job, and you need to stay. So I called home. I was like, Mommy, can you pay my bills? And my mom, really supportive.
Nice.
It's good to have supportive parents and people behind you when you're trying to do something like this. And they were all for it. So I stayed on the road for another like 4 weeks, and I learned a lot. And then I eventually just started tour managing the band and doing merch and just basically working for them, and I learned a whole lot, and a big thanks to them. And you learn a lot on the road, and it makes you grow up real fast. So I think that it really helps, and I think more bands need to get on the road so they can see like how it really is, because a local show, you're not cool. Like it doesn't help anything, and you got to get out there and learn. So.
And I mean, coming from the other side, because I just graduated from college with a music business degree, and there's only so much they can show you in a classroom. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that I went, but at the same time, Nick knows a lot about the practical aspect of it. Like, I can talk the talk, and I can do the accounting and the business stuff if need be. But as far as like how to just talk to people and deal with people, like that's not something that you can be taught in a classroom. So I'm not saying don't go to college, but at the same time spend, a decent
money on touring.
Yeah, spend more money on touring. Spend a fair amount of time actually doing what you want to be doing, as opposed to just planning for it.
Life's too short, man. You gotta get out there, do it. Just be happy with what you're doing. I mean, I was miserable for a long time doing this, and but I knew eventually it would work out, and just the persistence pays off. And now I'm stuck here with Trey, and I love him. It's like a little bromance.
It always comes back to your secret love.
Road,
right,
so.
No, it really does. I mean,
if you don't have that chemistry, your band is not going to work out.
Right. And it took us a long time, because especially in Florida, it's kind of like a little musician cesspool. Like, there's so many people that it's hard to sift through and find the right fits. Like, there's a ton of really awesome musicians. And, Wirethrone went through a bunch of lineup changes, and From the Embrace did, but it took being in the right place at the right time with the right people to just get it going. I mean, when Tony joined the band, he's learning the stuff that I wrote, which is hard. I can't learn other people's stuff, or it's very difficult to learn other people's stuff. And I call him, he'd be like, dude, I hate you because I just got this new video game and I can't stop practicing to play this. And that was the first time I'd ever worked with somebody that was that about what we were doing for our future.
Tony and I would actually call and talk to each other during those 2 weeks that we had to learn all that stuff, and he was just like, what's up, man? Like, nothing, listening to fucking Wirethrone. It was just so miserable, because it's 2 weeks all you listen to, and it just...
I mean, I like the material, I wrote it, but I don't want to listen to it straight for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's like any album,
Right.
It's just, all right, give me something else. Like,
right. It's not all glamorous, right?
No.
It's really not. This business is a hard business, like, no matter what. Like, I actually had people, they're like, oh, what are you doing now? Like, people from high school. I'm like, oh, I'm in a band. They're like, oh, cool. Like, why didn't you go to college? It's just like, They think it's an easy way out of like life. I don't know, but in all reality, you go to college, you sit in class all day. It's too routine, man. Like, I got to be in a new city every day.
And nothing's guaranteed with that.
Nothing's guaranteed. I have friends that actually have PhDs, don't have jobs.
Yeah.
You know, music is everywhere. People are always going to come out to shows. I mean, regardless. I mean, if it's 5 kids on the road that come out to a show, cool. You know, if it's 10 kids that come out, cool. If we're playing a fest in front of 400 kids, awesome. I mean, that's obviously the goal, but as long as you're playing in front of someone new every night, awesome. That's all you need, you know?
So I want to talk about your sponsorships. You have, I know that on your Facebook you list all the equipment that you're sponsored by. Would you like to share that with us?
Actually, well, we had some endorsements. Some of the companies went out of business. Now they're back. We kind of have to like rekindle things with them. Like Madison Amps are back. Spider Energy was sending us some stuff for a while. Really great energy drinks, by the way, if you're into it. Into energy drinks.
Our drummer Adam's endorsed by Addiction Drum Design and Form Goods clothing line, which are really they made this sweet kit. We'll see it later tonight, but it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not even a drummer, and I drool over this thing.
It is a pretty kit.
Yeah.
What else? God, we have DB drum shoes actually. We got to get Adam a new pair of those. See how he likes them. But they're great shoes for drummers. I mean, they're real light. Makes them go fast. I don't know. I mean, we're after the record, when we're done with it, we're gonna, you know, obviously send it out to some people and hopefully have a lot more companies behind us and just keep it going.
So I do want to talk about your music. I know you already spoke briefly about the composition, but I'm gonna, I guess, change the direction to the lyrical theme. So
that's on him.
Yeah, that's
the record. Obviously, Trey had already put together and was doing. So when we merged, basically we were gonna keep all the wire throw music and merge with From the Embrace, everything, and just make this fucking ball of fire that is gonna just fuck everyone up this next coming year. But Trey's lyrical ideas are great, and take it.
I mean, it's just I spoke on this on a couple of Wirethread interviews, but it's basically just about dealing with loss. I mean, it's something that everybody can kind of get a hold on, and kind of almost cinematic composition throughout the whole thing. So it is a concept album. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't want to necessarily like, you know, give the story, just because I like people to be able to pull different things out of it. So like that.
In the end, I mean, you want to have people relate to your music, your lyrics, and because I mean, everyone listens to music at some point in time. Like, no matter what genre it is, you're listening to music, and you listen to music for a reason. Like, you know, you want to just have a good time. Like, cool. A lot of people listen to music because they're down, like lost, like you said, and you want to have something to relate to and just kind of get through it. And I know music has gotten a lot of people I know through a lot of hard times, and certain bands for certain people do it, and that's great. And hopefully we do that for a lot of people.
So when you're not playing and writing your own music, what bands are you listening to?
Enya. A lot of Enya. I'm not even kidding. We went to that Flesh God Apocalypse show, and on the way home was jamming some Caribbean Blue. I don't know. I like a little bit of everything. Indie rock, you know, Chili Peppers. No, we talked about that earlier. You're not a Chili Peppers fan.
Not really a Chili Pepper fan.
I mean, melodic death metal like In Flames and Insomnium. Those are the kind of things that I always return to. But when I need a break from it, I like really ambient kind of, you know, an orchestral kind of stuff, like M83, something I was listening to for a while. The soundtrack for Oblivion. I don't know if you saw the movie, but
I haven't, no.
absolutely amazing movie.
Check it out.
But yeah.
We have. Oh, look, Taylor's coming in.
Oh, there's air conditioning here.
Yeah, that's why we're in here.
This is our bass player,
This is
Taylor.
This is Taylor.
Why don't you get in there?
Here, what?
Sit up here. It's
Here,
okay.
tell us the name that people are giving you as like the nickname for what you look like or who they remind you of.
There's so many though.
Well, tell them all.
Justin Bieber's crazy little brother,
I thought it was a cousin.
cousin, whatever.
Minnie
And-
Manning.
Mini Manning.
Oh, kind of looks like Eli. And
Yeah, he does.
And my favorite, the special offspring of Adam Levine and Eli Manning.
I can see it. All right.
Glad you can.
So, okay, now going back to the original question, what you're listening to when it's not anything that is not from the Embrace related.
A lot of Pat Benatar.
Fleetwood Mac.
Fucking Stevie Nicks.
Kesha.
Honestly, I don't know. We have a mix of a lot of things. John Cena's new rap album, killer. I don't know. I listen to a lot of stuff. It's very like, because when I'm at work, obviously we have like the oldies station on. It sucks. But Phil Collins does come on, and we get a little Earth, Wind, Fire.
Yep.
That's some cool stuff, man. Classical. I go to bed listening to classical Pandora.
Yeah.
We woke up to it
Helps
this
you
morning.
sleep. We did.
We had a
Helps you
little,
sleep.
we had a little Bach
Yes.
going on. But as far as like metal bands and stuff, a friend of mine actually showed me the Wonder Years. They're awesome. I listen to them quite a bit. But actually, honestly, I've listened to the new Your Chance to Die album a lot lately. They're from South Carolina. What's going on? You breaking my seat?
I know, I almost fell
Camera
right
lady's
there,
breaking
though.
my seat up there. I don't know. Like, hopefully, the new Absence record is really awesome. They have a thing going on right now, crowdfunding for that. So I hope that's awesome.
Karen Nelson from Scar Symmetry is with them, so that should
Yeah,
be pretty cool.
It's pretty dope.
Sick.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the Wire Throne a lot.
We're sorry to hear about that.
But yeah, which
but-
is unfortunate.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as music goes, I haven't really dabbled enough
Right.
lately. So.
Right. What
but
about you?
Taylor listens to
Oh,
a
I
sorry.
like a lot of heavy metal, like Skrillex. Skrillex is my favorite death metal band.
So yes.
We wub you.
That is adorable.
I get that a lot.
I like a lot of different stuff. I like old classic rock. I like pop.
Yeah.
Shamelessly, I like pop.
Fine.
Florence and the Machine. Pretty awesome jam.
Yeah.
Godsmack. Yeah! Scott Stapp, I hope you come out with a solo record soon.
Again. One more time. We need a new album.
Maybe you fall off the ledge. But no, I don't know. We listen to a lot of stuff. We listen to a lot of Bone Thugs and Harmony when we're traveling in the van. Like, that's not even a lie. It's
I
up
love
there.
Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
Forever, ever.
Yeah. A lot of 90s music.
It's true.
I mean, we are all children of the 90s except for Taylor.
I was born in the 90s.
Yeah, but you didn't
Yeah,
grow up
you
in-
didn't.
I feel like being born in 93, you did. But, okay.
I mean, no, because you were a baby for most of it.
I still am now.
Still a
That's
baby.
Still a baby.
So that's the bearded one.
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna go back and see what questions we can ask Taylor. What do you think the importance of touring is?
Really to get your name out there, honestly. And also, my favorite part, don't give me that.
What?
Don't judge me.
Don't
just giving you a
the
look.
question. Yeah.
That's the question.
I don't know. My favorite part of it is just meeting people, and that's my part. Mine is to make friends and to see different places.
Nice.
I don't get to travel much outside of that, so it's really cool when I get to.
Nice. So these guys were talking about their crazy tour stories about Walmart. Do you think it's a good idea if you guys made a documentary of the crazy people you see while you're
We
on
seem
tour?
to try. Our camera always seems to be gone when it's like the funny stuff, like throwing crackers at people, like firecrackers at people taking shits on the side of the road.
That's yep.
That was a
we
camera
covered
ready
that
moment.
one.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, now I
That
just
was the
feel
first
weird.
thing we told.
Nice.
Well, it's good to see we're on the same page, though.
Right. That is the important part
Thank
of
you,
touring is firecrackers at
If someone-
We're not playing music.
Well, my favorite part, like when a band member's in need, like if someone really has to go to the bathroom, you have to make it entertainment. So throwing like explosives at them is what you do.
It's an obligation. I didn't want to do it,
It's not dangerous at all.
but I stood by and watched it happen,
Yeah.
and I do not regret it.
I didn't choose the tour life. The tour life chose me. So
I'm just wondering because I'm trying to picture you throw the firecracker at them and then it just like gas just comes out at like the right time and then the I mean, are you getting the same mental image that I am?
It was just
No.
water.
Oh,
Oh.
from the Embrace guys.
Yep.
From the
we're
Embrace.
classy individuals.
We really are.
The tour life is classy.
It's actually not.
I know,
A lot of
sarcasm.
not showering and baby wipes. We go through a whole. If we can get a Huggies endorsement and get some baby wipes, fucking
That would be awesome.
Work on that.
Maybe the aloe ones. Make sure we don't rash.
You're laughing, but you
Yo, man,
know
you're
deep
laughing, but
down.
you know when
You know how
chafe-
it is.
When you chafe, that shit sucks, and you're walking around all day, every day.
Oh man.
Fucking sucks.
You get back in the van, you go to bed, and you're just like, you know that when you wake up the next morning, you're
It's
going to be
gonna be
just as
terrible.
dirty
Yeah.
as you are today.
So I mean, if we could not spend $9 on baby wipes every fucking 2 weeks, it'd be dope.
Nope. All right. So, why do you guys like metal?
Oh, that's a big question.
Because Iron Maiden exists.
I mean, I feel like because I've had to defend that a lot, you know, just between family and friends and stuff that didn't really understand. And I feel like metal tends to encompass an emotional spectrum usually that a lot of other music doesn't. You know, I found that most deep or intellectual people either listen to metal or classical. And since most of us do both, I think we got it covered. Not saying that we're all deep, because I mean, Taylor.
You throw firecrackers at people.
I mean, we're
shitting.
throwing fire.
Oh, yeah,
There's two sides to everything, but no, like all of us, I would say, are pretty deep, emotionally and intelligent dudes, and it's just something that we can connect with. I mean, different music speaks to different people, and that was just always something that there's a drummer. Different stuff speaks to different people, and that was just one of those things for me I just was introduced to at the right time in my life, and it's just so fun to play and write, and there's nothing quite like it when you get a new album and you're like, oh, I've been waiting for this band, and you know, they do something on the album you're just not expecting, and there's such an emotional and musical freedom with metal, because as long as you hit certain, you know, key points to it, it's all metal. So I mean, there's a lot of freedom in it, and it's just cool because it's not always something you expect, but it's still familiar.
I'd have to say my favorite thing is the energy, really. I mean, I came from a jazz background when I first started playing music, and it was fun. I like to go see shows, but when you go to metal shows, people are just insane. People are always having the time of their life. You don't just like walk by someone and someone yells, jazz! That just doesn't happen.
There are no shirts being thrown around jazz festivals.
It just doesn't happen like that. And I like the fact that it's, in a way, I mean, there's always the argument, there's a lot of people who are very close-minded when it comes to metal. Like, if it's not this or it's not that, I don't like it. But for the most part, like we've noticed, like we've gone, like when we travel to different places, we'll play with bands that have nothing in common with, and we'll just be friends on the basis that we both like metal. And I just feel like that is one of the coolest things in the world, and I don't hear too many stories about other genres talking about stuff like that.
There's a special unity kind of in metal, I guess you could say, for the most part. I mean, obviously there's
to a degree.
There's dickheads in every genre, but you know,
I mean, and it's that whole counterculture thing. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't sit at home and be like, yeah, man, I'm part of the counterculture. But at the same time, you know, he does. But I mean, it's a really big unity kind of community thing. And like Taylor said, most of the time, there's always a big like support system, and you know, you see somebody in the mall that's like wearing a Trivium shirt, or like especially some European that like people don't know, like a freaking someone band, you know, really obscure, like Fentril
Obscura.
or something, or Obscura. Yeah, Obscura. You see a kid in an Obscura shirt, and you know that he knows what's up.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's cool. You know, I love
you give
being
him a head nod.
Yeah, it's
you
like,
give him the like. You give
what's up?
dope, man. Dope
Yes.
shirt.
dude, that's a sick shirt. But I had this girl the other day. I work at Guitar Center. And I had this girl come in wearing a Black Dahlia Murder shirt, and I was just like, "Hey, that's an awesome shirt." And it was like she had never received a compliment in her life. It's like, wow, never mind.
Did she have low self-esteem?
Sorry, I don't know. I just met her.
Well, most
Apparently the
girls.
conversation wasn't that good, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Or
possible.
she doesn't like the Black Dahlia Murder enough.
Yeah, or maybe she was just
Well, there's
wearing a
two kinds of
boyfriend
people in
shirt.
this
or
world.
something.
Maybe she's deaf.
People who like Black Dahlia Murder and dirty liars.
Maybe she was
so.
deaf.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right.
Maybe now you're a jerk.
Maybe
that
I am.
world actually didn't hear you.
It might be true.
If you would have signed it to her, like killer shirt.
Surf's up.
Yeah.
We gotta
Surf's Up,
teach-
Black
we're
Dahlia
teaching this
Murder.
tonight, so we're gonna give you a preview.
Cool. We require everyone to do that at our
We're gonna
shows.
do it
It's gonna happen.
On stage.
All right,
What else you got on this card?
No, I have one more question.
All right.
One more question. Message to the fans.
Message to the fans.
We have those.
Support. Obviously, support music, support shows, support just local bands, support traveling bands. If there's a show coming through your town and there's a band not from your area, go out and help them out. Buy a sticker, offer them a burger, like help us out. You know, we're on the road to bring music to people and hopefully make fans, and that's the main goal. And if you can support a touring band, if you have room at your house, offer it up. Floor space, a roof over our head. Taylor,
Not
come in
in here.
Anytime we don't have to sleep in a parking lot and leave the van running AC, or sweat our asses off at night and wake up in a pool of blood from someone like potentially stabbing us in a parking lot or a rest stop, that would be cool.
And I mean, at the same time, though, because I know that there's been a lot of...
Buy music.
Yeah, buy
Please.
music.
Record.
Now, at the same time, because I need to qualify this,
Okay.
buy music from artists that are actually trying.
Yes.
Because if people are just putting out music and it's just crap, don't support it. Like, only support what you want. But if you like a band, you're like, dude, I totally just downloaded the new record. Like, really?
Can I give you guys a little insight on why you should buy music? It's not the artists. Obviously, a lot of us, we don't see the money for music. If you're a bigger band, obviously, Sachi over there.
Yeah.
Bigger bands, like for instance, we live in Florida. A lot of tours don't come to Florida because, like, when you buy records, it means more with the numbers of record sales, and they can get on bigger tours and come to you more. They don't see shit from that money. Like, obviously, it's whatever. Like, yeah, download the music, cool. But when it comes down to it, and if it's a band you really like and you really support, buy the new record, get their numbers up, and they'll be able to come down to you. Like, booking agents look at those numbers and put them on tours. And if that tour doesn't come to you, don't bitch if you downloaded the record. Like, don't buy shirts from Hot Topic either. Buy it from the bands.
I can't wait till they see
It's
us.
actually a
That'd be the
lot
best
cheaper to buy
publicity ever.
direct, and people don't know it because they think it's the convenience of going to Hot Topic and picking up a shirt. But I mean, most of the time you pay like $1.50 in shipping, and the shirt's like $10 instead of $25. And it goes directly to the bands.
So, I mean, the bands make money off the Hot Topic shirts, but not nearly what they should be making. I mean, you're gonna spend $20 on a Hot Topic shirt, like we mentioned earlier, and the band maybe sees $2 out of that. So it's not. If you really support these bands and you support music, help us out. That's it. Keep it going.
All right, everybody, that was From the Embrace. I really hope you enjoyed watching this interview as much as I enjoyed conducting it. This band is definitely going really far. So you can tell they have a great time on tour, and if they come anywhere near you, then definitely come and say hi to these suits. Okay, I have never seen that before. That was just way too cute.
Yeah.
Kiss his head.
That was just... Oh.
There it is.
Can we get a
See,
good shot?
these guys...
Give him a reach around.
Oh no.
It's not even my birthday.
Oh, but we actually celebrated his birthday in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, we did.
Thanks,
it was
Comfort
fun.
Inn.
I got cake. It was beautiful.
Oh.
What did I get you, dude?
No, we got cannolis.
Yeah, we got
You got
I
cannolis,
got
I got-
him chocolate cake.
Damn.
And a
Yeah,
cannoli.
that's
I got a cannoli, but
I turned 2 years old that day according to the cake. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
It was.
Thank you guys for having us. Really,
Yeah, thank you.
it's dope.
Awesome. So, yeah, definitely keep up with everything these guys are doing and stay metal.
Why can't you see the deception of your wife? Lies by the nature, voice of it. Like a vicious flame, reflecting all, tearing through you. Oh,